Prodigy, but I'm not
Fuck yeah,
Prodigy. So
damn.
anyway, um, on my left is the oldest ninja in the world, Oh Ninja.
Uh, we're still in the timeline where, well, actually, no, we were deeper in the timeline where Marty McFly cream pied his mom. There you go.
And on my right is your boy Blue.
Superman is a firefighter because he's out there saving people's life and not enforcing the law. Superman is not a cop.
Superman is not a cop. He's not a cop.
That's all.
We're gonna go deep into some Superman stuff a little bit later. But first, we gotta talk about some stats. Stats of the week. First of all, listener of the week would be Zor. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. We actually had a really good week last week for listens, at least for the audio on streams and in the chat. Nobody yet, but we're kind of late. So there's that. It's always on CP time.
Ah,
We tell you this every single week.
they should they should be used to it by now.
Yeah, yeah. Just wait for the ding. Press the bell icon, like and subscribe, all that shit.
Hmm.
All right. You got some
All right.
RPs on Ninja?
Oh, yes, I do. This one, so this one I took a little bit of notice. There's actually two, or actually three. So one of them is currently developing because this recently happened. There's not a whole lot of details. I'll go into that one later. But the one I got now is Dan Riviera. Let's see.
Yeah.
He was a senior lead paranormal investigator on the A&E show Paranormal State.
Heard about that.
He was on the show. Oh, he was on a tour called the Devil on the Run tour, hosted by Nasper, which was founded by Ed
Wait, did
and
you say
Lorraine
Napster?
Warren. Huh? Nesper.
Oh, they said Napster. I
Nesper.
was like, damn, Napster's back?
Sir, they
No.
they know we're old, but I mean, come on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Nasper was founded by Ed and Lorraine Warren, the couple who the Conjuring series movies are based on. He was traveling with the Raggedy Ann doll, referred to as Annabelle, which is allegedly possessed by an evil spirit of a young girl named Annabelle. Well, while on tour, when they reached Pennsylvania, he was found unresponsive in his hotel room. Uh, the cause of death has not been disclosed.
Woo!
At this time, he was 54 years old.
We all
So,
know how he died.
I
I found that
mean,
demon doll.
it is what it is. And then there's a developing story. So apparently, a executive from American Idol and her husband were shot. So it's been
By Annabelle?
no,
Oh,
no,
okay.
they were shot by an assailant. The story's still developing. I guess this happened yesterday, but she's been on Idol for a while. I was getting some information, but it was a little late.
I wonder
But
if Blue knows her. If y'all didn't know, Blue
mm,
was on American Idol. I'm just saying he's on there twice, so
true.
Yeah.
Yeah,
he's
he was
quite
on the
famous.
price. Yeah, she was the producer on American Idol. Her and her husband were shot and killed. Um,
Wait,
her
Blue,
name.
where were you at last week?
I was at home.
Oh, okay.
I swear.
All right.
I was at home. I wasn't in a hotel room with a
Yeah.
doll.
Wow. So her name is Robin Kay, and her husband, his name is Thomas DeLuca. So they were killed on Monday. So the man who was caught is a 22-year-old Raymond Buderin. So that's as much as I got. He's been arrested for suspicion of murder. The story's still developing, but RIP the two of them.
I wonder if he was on American Idol. We lost Blue, by the way.
He probably was rejected.
Yeah.
Maybe. So
All right. Well,
there you go.
Blue is in the wind. Hopefully he comes back. I don't know what happened. Um,
Oh, you left the room?
but I think probably like one of the most there's a couple of like high profile stories that are out there right now. But I don't want to get into the political stuff first because honestly, it keeps bumming me out. Like this is such a dumb timeline. It's just like it's silly. But we'll get into a little bit of
Marty,
it as we talk about this next story. All right? Because
Marty McFly, I'm telling you,
yeah, for
you
real.
messed up.
But let's talk about Superman.
Sure.
Yeah, I think all of us have watched it, and
We have.
what were your thoughts on the movie? I think you watched it before, like at least me. I mean, I watched it last night.
Yeah, I watched it like the first showing Friday. Like I didn't watch the Thursday showing because there's like fan showings. But overall, I know it's past the 2-day rule or whatever. But I don't want to spoil too much because still people are still interested in the film. or whatnot. But I'm gonna say the film throughout its course, all I kept thinking was rebirth. So it's
Uh,
not a rebirth story,
yeah,
but it felt like it was in the vein of rebirth.
that's
So
fair.
you have rebirth. What's up?
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah.
Yeah, so if you remember the vein of the rebirth, so if you don't know what rebirth is, rebirth was a relaunch of DC Comics in like what 2010 or whatnot when they revamped everything,
I think it was a
tried to
little bit later than that, but
scale.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so they tried to scale everything down, basically fix a lot of like the continuity errors, publishing errors, and merge everything into one big thing. And so the way that it kind of started out, like everyone got reset because one universe ended and then kind of merged into this new universe, and some people didn't know about it, and new heroes emerged and stuff. And so, what in one universe, Superman had died, and the new Superman and his wife Lois and their son moved into the new one, and everyone knew that he wasn't their Superman, but they still needed his help. So they approached him differently. But the one thing that was a common kind of theme is that there was like just every time there was like a story involving like a titular character, there was a shit ton of minor characters with them. It wasn't just like them and like doing their brooding and whatnot. There was them plus like a little commemorate of like either their sidekicks or familiars. There's like a ton of people all in like their little wannabe origin stories or whatnot. So it felt like that kind of storytelling, which as far as movie wise, we've never seen for any DC films that I'm aware of. Well, maybe Suicide Squad, but
Wait, are we getting to Superman?
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, we just start talking about
Okay.
it.
So there was some things that like they didn't rehash like his whole growing up and being an alien kind of stuff. He started out like he hit the floor running, like he's already at the Daily Planet. There's already like oh, by the way, I forgot that they mentioned in the beginning that metahumans are already around. They've been around for like 300 years,
Well, and that comes to
and
like the one of the first controversies in the movie was the
mm,
metahuman stuff.
yeah. So that was another thing because I'm not quite sure if it said that Superman's the first alien out of all the metahumans. It didn't seem like it.
It says that he's a metahuman, which I can understand why people kind of like mad about that, but also if it's supposed to be an alien, he looks completely human. So
Mm-hmm.
like it's kind of
But then
dumb.
also,
Honestly, it's just like an easy way to fix that shit. Like he should look more. I mean, look at fucking like Martian Manhunter. Like his normal appearance is not like a human, and like other aliens aren't like humans. At least the Hawk people have fucking wings, you know?
Mm.
yeah,
They're
and they look
humanoids. Things.
humanoid.
Yeah, I could have sworn in the opening scroll it says that he's the first alien, and that's why there was the whole thing, especially with Lex Luthor and his whole vendetta about him. He
Well,
like
let's
that whole hatred about him was
Uh,
like deeply rooted from the
let Blue
comics.
go.
Well, I
Go
was just
ahead,
gonna
Blue.
say Lex did make a mention about because he basically called, he used almost used a racial term by calling Subban a Martian. He's like, yeah, you're I'm sick of you Martians or whatever, and Subban's like, I'm
Mm-hmm.
not a Martian, I'm a Kryptonian. He's all same difference. I was like,
Yeah.
damn.
He's like, I'm
Well,
tired
he
of
also
you
calls it it.
nagging ass people.
You mother.
You're naggers.
Yeah.
He calls him an it. He's like he's not a
Yeah.
man, he's an it. So I was like, oh, okay.
If you
Um,
called him a them day, fucking the Maggie universe would have exploded.
so I do want to kind of address Blue's opening statement about Superman not being a cop. No, he's not a cop, but he does enforce a lot of international laws, and part of that we see in the comic book series um, Injustice, where he takes it upon himself to go against the governments of the world and destroy their nuclear
Yeah,
arsenals,
that's the
where they
opposite
all
of what
get
you said
pissed.
though. Like
What's up?
that's the opposite of what you like.
Well, no,
Yeah.
that's what I just said. He takes it upon himself to act as the chief of police and
Yeah.
police those nations. That's what pisses them off, and they bring him to the UN and say, "Hey, you're not supposed to be doing this." It's all, well, you guys can't control yourselves. You guys keep killing each other, threatening each other. So it's time for that to end. That's why I'm going to do that. In the normal canon of that, the Justice League themselves have abided to not interfere with nation politics, especially if they wage war on each other. Even though they do produce humanitarian efforts, they do protect the world from outside alien attacks, particularly from apocalypse or
I
whatnot.
mean, but
But
they intervene on other countries all the fucking time.
They
Like,
do,
all the
especially
time.
what was that? The one with the volcano kid. Shit.
The volcano kid.
Yeah, the kid. Him. In Young Justice, he's the brother of Hera.
Oh yeah, like he can control like lava
He
and shit
can
like that,
control
and he's
he
like
can control
it's like
magma
it's
and
like
stuff.
the country of like Ubania or something like that,
Yeah,
where they
they're
intervene,
basically
but
the DC version of Liberia.
Yeah.
So, and they've been used. Also, they're actually, country's heavily used in the TV show Black Lightning. That's a huge focal point in the last 2 seasons of the show. Like, why can't I think of the fucking nation? But anyway, I know like they do interfere usually internationally. But they try to reduce um, collateral damage for the most part.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, honestly, in this movie, well, I'll wait for my critique. Blue, what did you think about this movie?
I mean, every time I see something that's not like overwhelming, I always think about that scene from in the beginning of Young
Blue,
Justice.
real quick, I hate to cut you off. I don't think you're coming through your mic.
I'm not. Let me see.
I think you're going through like maybe your headphone mics. So you sound like hollow.
Let me go to my things.
You got to speak into the foam dick in front of your face, bro.
That's terrible. Terrible.
Okay, there we go.
There, much better.
Wow.
Now you sound sexy. There
That
we go.
bass.
All right.
Yeah.
Bass. How about that
Hello
bass?
there, ladies.
How about the bass rebels?
No, so every time I think of something like being like not overwhelming, I just like okay, it's just well, and it made me think of that beginning of Young Justice, where Robin is like, yeah, he's like fighting and stuff. He's like, oh man, like I was expecting to join the Justice League and it was gonna be overwhelming, but it's just well or something like that. But yeah, this movie was mid for me. Like, to me, it started off slow. It didn't really pick up. Like there was a bunch of like issues I had with it, and like.
There's no fucking Batman.
One, there was no Batman. No, but like, I don't like visually, like the color, because the color palette was a lot better compared to like Zack Snyder's Man of Steel. But this movie was just mid for me. Like I wasn't too impressed. I didn't leave the theater like saying like, oh shit, like a man can fly. I was more like, what did I just watch? Like that was not the Superman I pictured.
Well, what didn't you like about it?
Oh man, there's so many things. There's so many fucking things. So one, like the fact that in the beginning, I'm trying not to spoil it, but like in the beginning, this was even in a trailer where Superman comes crashing down into the snow, and he's like, and then they said that like, oh yeah, this is Superman's first time he's losing a fight. Well, like. He flew all the way from Metropolis to like. Did he get knocked there? Because the way he hit the snow, it seems like somebody knocked him down.
I thought he got knocked there from Metropolis, pretty much. Yeah.
But then I don't understand that because like, okay, the bad guy's still around. Why are you gonna go home? Like they're gonna find out where you live. But like he ended up going home. But say because I think the Fortress of Solitude is in Antarctica instead of it's in Alaska. It's in the south.
North or the South
area.
Pole, one of the two. I'm pretty sure.
It's down in the South Pole, which is super far away from like America. So for him to get there and like crash land, it's insane. But then like he goes to the fortress, and like the robots picks him up, and they keep calling him Superman. I'm like, the robots are from Krypton. Why don't they just call him Kal-El? Like I was expecting they should be calling him Kal-El instead of Superman. I had an issue with that. I mean, these are just minor things, but like. They put him in front of the magnifying glass, like I guess for him to heal, but like he should have like after he's flying from the United States down to Antarctica, he could have healed by the sun because that's how he gets his power. He gets his power from the sun. Like he could have healed that way, but I don't know. That whole scene didn't make sense. And then like Crypto being like a horrible dog. Like there's so much I didn't like. And Superman in this entire movie, Superman didn't defeat anybody. And he was always being rescued.
What are you talking about? He beat the guy in black, I'll say.
No, Crypto did.
Did he?
Crypto
No,
Did
he knock him in there?
Crypto knocked him into the black hole.
Honestly, okay. So, finish your thing, and I'll talk about it in a minute.
But yeah, Superman, he was a Dendro in distress in this entire movie. Like he was being saved. He was getting knocked down. Like there was even the part where like a human picked him up. from being on the ground. Like, oh, you get back up, Superman, get back up. And
Wait,
then he
I
like
gotta
gets
go-
up and like start fighting again.
I got to stop you really quick. So he literally defeats
He beat a bunch of people.
defeats
Yeah.
a Lex Army squad.
And
in
he
the sky.
and that
And-
part too, he murdered.
He didn't
like
murder him
the
because
army
you saw him
crew.
moving. You saw him moving. He
You saw
also
the movement. Yeah, when they hit the ground, they're suture disabled, but they're still alive.
also the person that he dive bombed, he beat them too. So yeah,
What person?
there's more than one person. There's like army people. There's an army of
Yeah, but
people.
they were just humans. Like he didn't defeat anybody.
They were humans and soup. But the person I'm talking about that he dive bombed, like that person was definitely out of the fight. He beat that person. And while I was getting tag team. And well, finish and I'll get into it. So
But okay, another big issue I had was oh god, there's so many issues I had. I really didn't like the depiction of his parents. I think both human and Kryptonian, like they look creepy. Like their little CGI or whatever projector thing, it looks super creepy. I was like, this is like weird, and the fact that like he had to go home to his mommy and daddy to feel better, like that didn't seem right either. Like he literally went to the chair to like, oh, we're gonna turn on this video because it makes him happy. It's like,
I think he just needed a rest, bro. He just needed a rest.
yeah, but like he needed his mommy and daddy to feel
Yeah.
better. Like what the hell? That doesn't make any goddamn sense.
So that also happens in Justice League. So when they bring in Lois Lane, he literally picks up Lois Lane and stops fighting. He goes straight to Kansas in Justice League.
It's like, bro, you don't see your family to feel better.
I know, right?
I don't know. Superman in this movie he seemed weak. I know they say like, oh, so you're not at 100%, you're at 89% or whatever like that. Like Superman gets his power from the sun. Like he can just like he's out in the sun while he's fighting. Like he just recharges that way. Like that part doesn't make sense either. But
So when you're fighting, though, that's depleting your energy. So
yeah, but it's got to be like a super hard battle to really because when he fought Doomsday, the reason why he got beat so badly is because Doomsday was really working him. I mean, that could have happened with the guy who was fighting in the movie, but I don't know. This movie didn't do it for me. It was super slow. I hated Clark Kent, like because he was barely Clark Kent in this movie. He was mainly Superman, and his Clark Kent wasn't like that clumsy, goofy guy. Like we only got one scene of that, and that's when he's like walking through the crowd of people. But then like when he talks as Clark Kent, like his voice is like super deep. Like he sounds like he's Batman. Like the way he talks, like he's not like the nerdy like.
Look at this hating
like,
ass dude.
stumbling over his words.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't. I don't want to keep going on, but like, yeah, I didn't like this movie.
It's fine.
And then like there's like a scene where Lex is like, there's kind of like an emotional scene that's kind of going on, and then like Crypto comes in and just ruins the entire thing.
That
Which
shit
it made
was
it funny.
fucking hilarious. I
It
love
was
that
funny,
scene.
but like it
Yeah.
kind of really took me away from like what was going on because like I don't know, man.
I mean,
It just-
listen.
this movie put
All
me-
right, Lex is he's a fucking whiny bitch troll basically in this movie. And, like he's like the perfect like modern villain for like right now, like this entitled
100%.
asshole, you know,
100%.
not getting his fucking way, and then some dog just like wrecked his fucking day. I loved it.
Yeah.
I loved it. It was like the scene when like Loki was trying to fight Hulk, and Hulk just like
yeah.
dog walked him. Yeah, that shit was hilarious. Anyway,
There was. Oh, never mind.
go ahead. You gotta keep hating. Go ahead. Keep
No,
hating.
just say there's a lot of stuff that James Gunn recycled from his other movies, like from Guardians of the Galaxy, like the scene with Mr. Terrific when they're
Mhm.
on the beach. Like that was totally just a scene where Yondu is using like his whistle to like pick at all the bad guys. Like you got the music playing, you get the camera panning around, and like you see the spirits kind of going around, and you go back to Mr. Terrific like fighting, and like that was like this is just Guardians of the this movie basically was Guardians of the Galaxy but with Superman.
Oh,
to me.
Okay.
And then also, but I did like the character, like all the actors who played the roles, they were like fit for the role, like they did a really good job. Like Hawkgirl was really cool.
Oh,
Like the guy who
she's
played
so bad.
Superman,
Oh my
Superman
God.
was really cool. Like I mean, visually he was like that was Superman. He sold me on that. And like Guy Gardner, he was just an asshole. But it just
Yeah, I
fucking
love
work.
that
He was an
shit.
asshole.
You know what's
Yeah.
funny is that people were talking shit about Hawk Girl, about her screeching. I'm like, she's a fucking Hawk Girl. Like,
Yeah,
what
she's
do
a
you
hot
not?
girl.
You're not picking up on the cues here that she's supposed to be like a hawk. Like,
I mean,
Well, I
I
think-
think literally one of her like powers besides her
Yeah.
mace. That's
She's
like
like
what
so
she
dumb.
can do.
Actually, I had a problem with that too, but it wasn't so much of her screaming. It's the fact that the fucking camera was like zoomed in on her mouth
Like
when
right
she
in her
was
mouth,
doing
yeah.
it. Yeah, I think if they didn't do that, I think it would have been better. But they were like right here in her
So,
face. You could like see her
Li-
molars. Like
listen,
that's
I
how
mean,
will
but
tell you this.
she's pretty though, so you know, there's
I'll
that.
say, like a lot of the gooners out there, they love that stuff. So
Yeah.
that's everywhere.
She's also in
Especially right now.
The Last of Us season
The Last
2.
of Us.
She's
Yeah.
Dana, yeah. Oh,
She's
she's
also-
in,
also Dora the Explorer.
Yeah, she's also
So,
an explorer.
she's
Um,
in something else too.
She's in
I
quite a
just
few
had-
things, and she's a pretty good actress.
Yeah.
And I don't think obviously you didn't get to see like her whole range of acting in this movie, but that's fine. I didn't mind that.
Before you start, I think we can all kind of admit that James Gunn really gave Mr. Terrific his flowers. Like he really when he gave him the stage, he let him have it. He let him like fully like go forward and carry like several scenes.
Yeah, I thought he did a good job, but I don't think he like stole every scene that like people said that he did. I thought he
It's
did a
just
really good
when
job though. Yeah.
When he centered on him, when it was his
Yeah.
time, he stepped up. I was
Yeah,
like, oh,
for
shit.
sure. And honestly, like I forget the actor's name, but I mean, Marvel did him dirty. He's literally playing a guy named Darwin who he's in the comics. He really can't be killed. He just adapts, and then he gets killed by like a literal explosion in his tummy. Oh, really? Like an explosion in the tummy. Yeah, I'm just like, bruh, that shit wouldn't occur in the comics, but it's fine. Seeing him come back to comic book movies and being Mr. Terrific and basically killing the role. I really liked it, but yeah, I didn't think he stole every scene, but I thought it was definitely enjoyable.
He stole his scenes, not every scene. He stole his scenes.
Yeah.
Oh, shout out to Echo Kellum, by the way.
Yeah, who was the original live action.
Original.
Also, he was on the
Yes, sir.
podcast, so yeah. Anyway, I love this movie. It was my favorite Superman movie, probably of all time. A lot of the reasons is because if you read the comics, there's like a whole lot of like comic Easter eggs in this, and it feels more like a real comic book version of Superman, more than like the more recent ones, especially the more recent ones. Like if you go back to like 1978, yeah, that was like kind of more towards the comic book version, but like I think in like since like 2006, the versions of Superman were kind of too dark for me. As far as I'm concerned, and I love the this new version. The guy who plays Kal-El Clark Kent does a really good job, in my opinion.
You know who that is, right?
No.
Oh wait, you said Kal-El, not Jor-El, right?
What?
You said
said
Kal-El,
Kal-El.
not Jor-El?
Yes, I did.
I thought you said Jor-El. Sorry, I was reading the chat.
No. Yeah, I really liked it. There was like, it's funny because this movie really has a lot to do with like our current political climate in America, because even before the movie came out, they were talking about how like woke this movie is going to be. And this is how far backwards we are in America right now, is that people think that heroes can be too woke. The point of a hero is to be woke, you stupid fucks. They're supposed to fight for the people that don't have the ability to fight for themselves. That's part of what makes a hero. And the fact that like Americans have lost the plot on this shit is amazingly terrible to me. And the fact that like you're seeing like all these news stories and all these other outlets having the headlines of like, oh, this is like Israel and Palestine. Oh, it's like it's too blah blah blah. It's like, no, our current system in the world, these are basically old plots from old comic books. And the fact that we've just dove so far into like how shitty this world is, it's a commentary on like how shitty like the world is right now, not the actual movie. Because yeah, some of this stuff seems like, oh, Lex Luthor could be like Elon Musk, but you know, Lex Luthor has existed, you know, when probably Elon Musk's parents were kids. This goes back to like the early fucking 20s. You know what I mean? Or maybe like the early 30s or mid 30s. And like all this stuff, we're like literally just like replaying through this, but it was fantasy world back then. It's becoming real now, but it's not like they rewrote Superman and his villains to make it more relevant to today. These are really old storylines. Like the country of was it Barovia? That was introduced in Superman #2, numbered fucking 2, the comic book. All right, and this is back in like 1939. So when you come here and be like, oh, look at how woke it is. No, like this is like before World War fucking II. All right, and then was it Jaranpur or whatever? That was introduced in Justice League of America, like number 62 in 2002. So get the fuck out of here with like James Gunn like taking all this stuff, because like they started making this movie. The pre-production started before October 7th, which was like the whole Palestine-Israel conflict thing. So like everybody trying to like pour onto this whole like woke bullshit, like and then saying that like, oh, all these comic book movies are getting too political. Nobody said anything about Captain America. Captain America is literally a fucking propaganda piece for America back in the day, back in like World War I and II. It's in its fucking name. And nobody was complaining about Captain America literally punching Nazis in the face and all this shit. Yeah, nobody said, oh, it's too political. You know what I mean? It's like just people's opinions have just gotten so stupid and just like fried. Like your brain is fried. Like comic books have always been, I don't want to say a mirror, but like at least some sort of reflection of our current society. Like the fucking X-Men, Professor X is MLK and Magneto is Malcolm X. That's who they're based off of. And mutants are based upon the like racism back in the day in the civil rights movement. If you didn't know that, now you do. Like this has always been a commentary with comic books, is like that whole political social thing. And the fact that people are just now kind of waking up to that is kind of sad to me, really, because like I said before, like the way that we're just basically we're letting certain countries on this planet get away with like super villain shit that used to be in the comics. And now we're just like, oh, you just killed 100 kids in a day? Whatever, and nobody really seems to care. And then once you bring it up, it's like, oh, you're too woke because you care about kids. It's like,
I care about brown kids.
Yeah, up is down, left is right. Cats sleeping with dogs, whatever they said in Ghostbusters. So yeah, fuck those people. All of you that thought that this movie was too woke, you're a fucking idiot. You don't know what heroes are. So that's what heroes do. But yeah, I love the fact that they made him like more human. Honestly, I love the fact that he got his ass kicked, because one of my biggest things about Superman is that he has so many fucking powers that he's almost unbeatable, and it makes him fucking boring to read about. And to have something that can actually like beat him, and the combination of like how they beat him a few times in the movie, it makes sense.
Dude, even Lois beat his ass.
Lois beat his ass.
He got mad. I started. God, what did it say to him?
And there was like,
oh, good.
Well, there was like so many like the little Easter eggs that are in there. Like seeing like Metamorpho, I was like, holy shit, Metamorpho! Like right when I saw him, I was like, dude, like they put this guy in the movie, and he had like a pretty like solid role in it,
I'm happy that guy's he's been with DC for a minute. He's in Gotham. He plays Zaz, Victor Zaz.
Oh, okay, the same guy. Okay.
Yeah, the same dude.
Wait, are you talking about the actor or Metamorpho?
Yeah, the actor.
Oh, okay.
The guy that's like, he has like no hair. He has no hair. Yeah, it's the same dude.
Dude, he killed that role in Gotham.
He did. I was kind of shocked because like
really underrated show. I mean, I think it was pretty popular, but like it got really good.
I mean, Gotham took a lot of liberties.
I mean,
I'm actually really surprised that you
Blue's
were not
biased though.
as mad as that show.
Yeah, I'm very biased.
I like a lot of DC stuff. But like Gotham took a lot of liberties, especially with the nurse chick. They turned her into a fucking vampire. Like what the fuck?
The nurse chick.
I mean, they take blood,
Yeah, no, yeah. The chick that Gordon hooks up with is basically
his real wife.
Yeah, his real wife. Yeah.
Chick from what's her name from Daredevil? Not Deadpool.
Yeah, but I forget her character name. She's a famous character in the comics too. She's the one that helps out Batman in the comics.
Yeah, I still haven't watched Penguin yet. Zor.
Oh, Penguin's really good.
He's like, you haven't watched Penguin yet? I'm like, no, I haven't watched it yet. He's like, you need to watch it. It's really good. I'm like,
it is
I
really
don't know, but we'll see.
Penguin is really good. I was skeptical at first, but the first episode got me hooked, and like Colin Farrell knocks it out of the park, and him and like a character when they introduce Sophia Falcone, she comes in and just tornadoes the shit out of the show, and she rightfully so got a fucking Emmy nomination for her fantastic performance. She came in and fucked that whole show up.
Another scene I had an issue with in Superman was the one with the black hole. How he couldn't fly away from it, and they couldn't pull him away, but he used his super breath.
So there's actually more than one problem with that scene. All right. The other problem with that scene is that remember when he first got Metamorpho's baby, and he's like, "Oh, I can't hold the baby when I'm like flying around."
Yeah.
But then like all of a sudden, like when the black hole was there, he's like, "Oh, all of a sudden I got tentacles. I can just grab you." I was like, "Okay, that's a fucking plot hole. Like, come on, can you hold your baby or not?"
Yeah, I noticed that too.
Yeah.
I was like, what the hell?
But it was cool that he made a fucking son. That was dope.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
That was cool.
Yeah.
Even though he said, I don't know if I can do this, but he's like,
We'll give it a try. I'm gonna try it.
He's like, but also all of you around me, I guess you're dead now because this is a little tiny son and be super hot. Like, what the fuck?
The whole part with Mr. Terrific where he's talking about he had like nanobots and like everybody.
Yeah.
That's such a Batman thing to do. when he said that, I was like, that's a Batman thing.
I mean, but to be honest, if you look, who are the smartest people in DC? Mr. Terrific's top 3, right there as Batman. So I wasn't mad. I was not mad at all.
I wonder what the ranking is. I know Lex is definitely on that list, but where does he rank?
I think I can tell you that the number 1 I think is either Brainiac. Number 2 I think is Batman. Number 3 is Mr. Terrific. Pretty sure that's the order.
Let's see.
I'm looking it up too.
Actually, so I'm looking at Comic Vine on GameStop basically.
Yep.
And they have Lex as number 1.
Yeah.
Lex is number 1. Ray Palmer is number 2. Mr. Terrific is 3.
Still 3.
Theo
Batman
Morrow
is like nowhere
is
near
4.
this list. There we go. He's like, he's on the list, but he's pretty low.
Low.
Dude, Batman's
the
only
list I saw, he was top 3.
10.
Yeah, the list I saw, he was top 3. Ray Palmer was like 4.
No, Mr. Terrific. Yeah, Mr. Terrific is 3, but Superman ain't on this list.
Yeah, the list that I saw, Batman was number 2. We had the first Brainiac he was number 1.
Yeah.
So that's wild stuff.
I mean, that's pretty good. Barbara Gordon.
Yeah, because she's Oracle.
She's Oracle.
Oracle's hella smart. So
True.
What was it? There were, as Protus was saying, there were a lot of Easter eggs. I forgot there's a shit ton of fucking characters. This is a somewhat spoily thing. I don't know if you would agree, but I feel like when Kal-El learns about his biological parents, did it not feel like his people from My Adventures with Superman, the animated show? I feel like that was kind of the route that they're going with this universe.
I'll be right back.
Mm-hmm.
I can't. Yeah, well, no, because I think his father, because it came down to once again, it's Zod. Zod was the one that wanted to conquer different planets. So,
True.
But that's
he wasn't the only one too.
Yeah, but I think his father wasn't that way because I remember at least I can't remember. It's been a while since I watched My Adventure with Superman, but like I know his dad wanted to kind of stop it. Yeah, I think his dad tried to stop him.
So you know what? I think it was like if I remember correctly, the people of Krypton had that same mentality. Jor-El was the first one to say, "I don't think we should do that anymore because we destroyed our planet because of the way we thought."
Yeah, but with this movie, Jor-El wants Superman to go out there and get his freak on.
Yeah, he did have as many babies as he can.
But it wasn't. I guess he did talk about like conquering the planet, but he was talking about mainly having a bunch of kids just to recreate Krypton. But I don't think it was too much of a take over the planet type of deal.
Yeah, it kind of wasn't, but it felt kind of that way. Also, the one thing I did notice is that Lex's company is Luthor Corps.
Luthor Corps,
is not Lex Corps. Not Lex Corps.
That's his dad.
So I'm like, oh, is this Earth 2 like reality? Like, what the fuck?
Well, I saw that people mentioned that's like a take from Smallville, because in Smallville it was never Lex Corps, it was always Luthor Corps after his dad, and then eventually Lex took it over, but it wasn't until like later on in the series that he renamed it Lex Corps. So that might be like a little Easter egg for Smallville.
True, but there's also other instances where different. So Cronus and I, we both fought Justice League or Suicide Squad, kill the Justice League, and that in the Earth 2 iteration, Luthor Corps is Earth 2, Earth Prime or Earth 1 is LexCorp, and then the subsequent universes they flip flop names as you go through them. So I'm like thinking like maybe this is where a different universe. I mean, because I think the multiverse will be introduced pretty soon, even though they just launched their whole thing. But I'm pretty sure they're going to start jumping through portals pretty soon. So I wouldn't be surprised at all. At all.
Yeah, at least
we'll
for
probably see,
I'm trying to see.
Luther's mech suit probably pretty quick. So
Well, we kind of got that a little bit with what is the Bolivian soldier, or whatever his name was, because his suit was a lot like the Lex Luthor suit.
But Superman tore that suit apart, so
did he?
Probably just gonna
I don't remember.
Yeah, he ripped it in half.
Dude, there's another scene I didn't like. So there's a scene with the kaiju. There's a couple of scenes with that. So the kaiju like blows fire to like kill people, and Superman gets in front of it to block it, but like it doesn't really work because the fire just kind of goes around them. Like, you don't see like the people behind them die, but like you don't see them, so it's hard to say if he saved them or not.
Well, he usually saves the person that he embraces, right? The people he blocks direct fire from, because it's usually just when he saves people, it's usually individual for the most part.
Yeah, he could have used his breath on that one instead of using it on the black hole.
He could.
Sorry, I'm hopping back in here. I had to grab a drink. Warrior Fellow had an interesting comment. He said, did anyone else like the tension between Superman and Lex with where's the dog scene? I thought it was like John Wick. Honestly, I was like, let's let him fuck everybody up.
That.
Yeah,
that was awesome.
Yeah,
that was I didn't. Well done, Warrior Fellow. I know.
He did kick in the door.
I mean, he kicked in the door. He kicked over his fucked up his table. Yeah.
Okay.
Lex gets in there drinking his tea.
Yeah. So I don't know if any of you that listen to this watch any of this content creator stuff. His name's H. Vane, and he has a clip where Superman, when Lex is president, and Superman shows up to the White House, he just fucking kicks the door open, and Lex is like, "Dude, there's no need to be rude. You can just open the door. The doors weren't locked." He's like, "I don't give a fuck about your doors."
Yeah.
It's just that reminded me of that entirely. That was so fucking funny.
Somebody made I think it might have been How It Should Have Ended. I can't remember who posted it, but there's a video where they have that scene where he's like, "Where's my dog?" And he thought, "What? I don't know what you're talking about." He thought, "What are you gonna do about it?" And then fucking John Wick showed up in the building, and it's like the next thing you see is Superman back with his dog again. But oh man,
what did he say? There's something. Oh, shout out to Brandon Park. So yes, the nation that I couldn't get the name of was Markovia. Markovia has a huge storyline.
Yeah.
In recent years,
so
just like Latveria.
So did Karak, which is obviously Iraq, which is like, come on, man. But yeah, like people just pretend like, oh, comic books have never had any of this political shit or any of this war. Like literally, this is like the point. Like if you go back and look at like when manga got really big in Japan, that was after World War II. So and it was like it was like rebuild like their culture and identity, and same thing with like. In America, like I said, Captain America was a whole thing. Like, literally, comic book covers of him punching Nazis in the face and like trying to push the American agenda around the world. So,
I was gonna say, we had that short where freaking Superman was punching KKK members, but that wasn't really American propaganda. That was America being American.
Yeah.
But I was gonna say that there's one scene in the movie that bothered me so badly. I was like, what the hell were they fucking thinking when they did this? And there was a scene where the engineer was inside of the Fortress of Solitude, and she does like a backflip. You probably know what I'm talking about. Where she does like a backflip, and then like her hands become her feet. Like her body like flips, like it morphs over, so her hands become her feet.
Yeah.
And then like her feet becomes her hand, and her head comes out of her butt. I was like, what the fuck was the point of that? She could have just turned around, saved a whole bunch more fucking time.
But what? Okay, but also you could just spend like $10 million and get like this really cool CGI effect. So I mean, come on, man, you got to justify the budget.
Hold on, doesn't her hands turn into saws, right? Or is
Also,
that after?
Yeah, hands on her
What's-
saw, but her doing a slip didn't make any kind of sense.
Well, okay, I didn't really care about that part, but one thing I did care about though is that they called her the engineer. I really thought it was Mercy the whole time. I just saw her as Mercy for some reason because she seemed like Mercy, like remember Lex Luthor's bodyguard. They ended
Yeah,
up getting like all
It's
the
like-
fucking cyborg implants. Like, why didn't they just fucking call her Mercy?
yeah, I don't understand that. I mean, I know
I
the
guess
engineer is a
she's not
character.
Mercy.
Yeah, I
guess
know the
she-
engineer is
I
a
guess-
character inside of the Superman universe, and she is like
she's the
with
engineer.
nanonites and stuff like that.
Okay.
And her name is different, so it's not the same character.
Yeah, well, I thought it would have been cool if it would have been Mercy, but you know, whatever. I mean, the nano stuff thing was cool, but I mean, the whole nanobot tentacle thing is kind of, I don't want to say it's overused, but it's used a lot.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
But she was
Um,
bottom thick though. Like she has a big.
She
hips.
was. She
Like-
had. She.
Her hip
so-
to body ratio was way off.
I had
but
to
I didn't
say,
mind.
like, when I was watching it, my cousin and I were counting how many of these actresses were caked up in this fucking movie. I was like, what the fuck is going on here? Just seems unordinary.
That should be
But-
ordinary. Everybody should be caked up. I'm just saying, do some squats. You'll be all right.
I mean, I guess, but usually it's not like that. So I was like, kind of abashed. Warrior fella brought up a good point. The scene that I really, really liked was when Lois interviews her practice interview
Yeah.
with Superman.
Thought
That
really
was
good,
a real scene because she asked some hard-hitting questions, some like very relevant, especially within their world, stuff that applies especially to governments. Like I know when Lou was talking about his opening, she's like, "Hey, what are you doing interfering with foreign policy?" He's all, "I save lives," and she's like, "Well, yeah, but you did this without impunity. Like there's like laws that we have to abide by." He's all, "But yeah, but you guys are breaking laws." So they have this huge back and forth where like when he gets frustrated, he's like, "We need to change subjects," and they go through a few subjects, and like they're really like
Did
kind
they-
of hot button issues. So
They literally almost broke up because of that whole entire fucking
almost,
thing.
I
And
mean,
then
it was a
Superman
heated
walked out.
debate.
Yeah.
It was a heated
Superman's
debate.
like,
so-
what do you mean by I knew this wasn't gonna work out? Whatever, I'm just gonna leave. Like he hella just.
Yeah.
It's like, bro, you gonna let go of the super dick? I'm like, what are you talking
Yeah.
about? Like, come on.
Damn. I mean, she came back though. But
I mean, because you got the super dick. You know what I'm just saying? Got her up in the atmosphere,
Yeah.
busting nuts.
in zero G.
I don't-
almost.
maybe- I don't know if maybe I remember the scene wrong, but the fact when the Lex released the Epstein list, no, just when he
He ain't doing that.
when he released the second half of the video, and like literally people turn on Superman like that.
So fast.
This motherfucker just saved your guys'
Yeah.
asses from a goddamn kaiju. Like
It was
just
like he
throwing
was
cans and stuff at him.
it was like he was Omni Man, and I was like, bro, he didn't do Omni Man
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah, it's like what the hell? Like, and then like he goes into like I guess a bank or something like that, and like they don't come in there. Like what? I would have been like, hey man, I'll walk up in there. Fuck you, man. What the
I don't think I would fuck
like,
with
they just stayed
Superman. I'm
outside.
just
That was
saying.
kind of weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Huh?
the bank was locked. So Guy Gardner locks the bank down.
I mean, after a
Right.
while,
No,
they
but
had a
he-
chance to come in.
After
Yeah, they had a chance to
Yeah.
come in. Blue's like he's dissecting this movie, but yeah.
Okay.
Also, don't fuck with Superman. I'm just saying.
True.
I don't know. I don't either.
I mean, he would have really would have just punched you right through another door. So.
There's a.
I don't know what-
You guys remember there was a rap group called Gravediggers,
Oh yeah, fuck yeah.
and one of their songs like it starts with "You never step on Superman's cape, you never spit it in the wind." You know.
Whoa,
So,
shit.
yeah, you don't
I don't remember.
step on Superman's cape.
Sure.
Just leave him the
The,
fuck alone.
the part where Lois is interviewing him and gets mad, I was picturing Homelander for a second there. Like he was like screaming at her. I was like, dude, you're like, you can say the wrong word and just split her in half. Like you're.
He does
Calm
that
down,
up
Superman.
atmosphere is what he does. Just saying. Yeah, but I still my favorite Superman movie because I'm honestly I'm not a fan of Superman. And if you guys really know me, like things that I don't like and I'm kind of on the fence about, I will invest money into it. So like with Halo, I own like pretty much all the Halos, and I've only liked like one of them. So, but I play them just to make sure they're like, hey, all right, this is still pretty shitty. Like it's not they're not like the worst games in the world, but It's like it's not for me. It's like it doesn't live up to the hype. It's the same thing with like most Superman storylines, is because he's too fucking powerful. And then when he does, eventually gets beat, he gets like some new power, which is like bullshit. It's just, that makes
Counteracts.
it even
Yeah.
more powerful. He doesn't use his fucking brain that much. He just, you know, gets some new power or some shit like, or it's just brute force, which is like super American,
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I think that's why I think most people like Batman more, is because he's very limited on what he can actually do with his physical body. He's like past the peak human body, but he's going up against beings that can like destroy worlds, and the fact that he can still win, that's amazing.
Mhm. Yeah, he wins with prep time. It's
Prep
just
time.
fucking ridiculous. I'm
It's
on
funny
the
that
other.
every
I'm kind of on the flip side. Oh, go ahead, please.
no, I was gonna say that since you mentioned prep time, I was like, you know what? Goku had prep time. Like every fucking saga, he had prep time. He knew that Vegeta and other Saiyan was coming. He knew Frieza. He knew about the androids. He knew about like all. He always had prep time.
Hmm. I would say I'm actually a very big Superman fan, and I enjoyed the movie, but I don't think it's the best Superman movie for me.
Okay.
I enjoyed like lots of aspects, but there were the whole like the black hole thing and him and his fucking freeze bit that was a little funky. I mean, there's certain things that I didn't care for. I knew a lot of people were saying there's too many characters. Personally, I was like, this felt like
Yeah.
Rebirth, so I was fine with it. I'm like, this felt like the current storytelling of that aligned with the comics. This felt like this caught up compared to the previous iterations. Um, I enjoyed it a lot, but I don't think it was the best Superman iteration. For me, it's still like the Christopher Reeves iterations, at least the first two from him. Um, but I did like it. I did enjoy the film, but I feel like it just kind of missed the like epic part. I didn't feel I felt whelmed. I wasn't overwhelmed. I just was whelmed.
Oh, Ninja, I just realized that you have that limp dick ass microphone on
I
still.
do.
Well,
I
you
do.
you scratched your nose, and I was like, oh, it's still there. You don't got glue?
I do have glue, and it made it to the thing. It doesn't
Oh,
stick.
okay.
It pops
You
off
should
quickly.
get it. You should get your microphone some Viagra. That's what you need.
Shit.
Yeah.
One other quick thing I want to mention is with the way that it was. So one of the cool things with like Christopher Reeve Superman is that you got the impression that this guy was flying. Like you're like, whoa, like this is crazy. And then even with Henry Cavill
Mm,
Superman, I felt like, oh, that's pretty cool. Like he's fucking flying. I didn't get that impression with this just because the issue was that the camera was on his face. Like James Gunn had a thing with having the camera in the character's face, and it just kind of kept taking me away.
nah, well, I mean, honestly,
Like,
for me and probably for like a lot of people, I can't speak for everybody. At least for me, where the camera was on his body, especially when he was going fast, it gave like a more believable sense of speed. In other Superman like movies, like the sense of speed like wasn't really there. Like you don't see like the actual like water vapors like getting on his face and like him going through it, or like going through ice and clouds and all this other shit like really fast. I really like that effect of like where the camera was. I can understand the criticisms, but I did like that it showed like a sense of speed from like from his angle, sort of. So
yeah, they kind of did like that stretching thing, like to kind of illustrate he was kind of going fast.
yeah,
You know what I
yeah.
mean? But yeah. So,
So
quick question. This is for the people that's listening to in the chat. Who do you think was a better Superman between Henry Cavill and this current iteration of
Yeah,
Superman?
I can do a poll. There's only like 4 people in the chat, so I guess
Yeah,
I
What
guess they
else
can just comment
for the cast?
with the cast.
I feel like that's not a fair comparison because Henry Cavill's in Superman. He's at least got 3 movies under his belt and a couple cameos. So this is his first outing. If you were to say him, Henry Cavill, Christopher Reeve, and I guess those are probably the two most
We also
resumed up.
got Brandon Routh. No, he was
He
only
did one.
he's Superman in Infinite Crisis too, so I would count that as 2.
So that's I guess that's 1.5.
Yeah, 1.5.
Because he's Kingdom Come Superman and Crisis on Infinite Earth. So, and I saw him at what was it, the Heroes and Villains con that travels the country. Every time people had a question for him, they all referred to Brandon Routh as Superman. Every time. So I think a lot of people still
I thought he
have
did a pretty good job as Superman, to be honest.
decent job.
I
mean,
actually
he was
like
the one
Superman
that was
Return.
signed off. I mean, he was signed off by Reeves himself before he passed. So there you go.
I started a poll. Hopefully that works okay. So yeah, y'all can vote now.
Vote now. Vote now.
But like I said, there's not a whole lot of
But yeah,
people
for me,
live watching, so.
I like Henry Cavill's Superman just because outside of him, I mean, they both look like Superman, which everybody relates Superman to looking like Christopher Reeve. But I thought like Henry Cavill just looks super like swole. Like he had the body like the chisel of a super being. Like he just worked out. He had a body fit and all that stuff. And I just thought he fit the character a little bit more that way. Whereas the other character, he kind of seemed more slimmer, like the Christopher Reeve Superman.
Well,
like
I mean,
Christopher Reeve like had body, but he wasn't like yoked like.
So that body.
Henry
Talking
was.
about he had an ass. I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
This latest Superman, like his suit was more like the old Superman. Actually, a lot of like the outfits that were in this movie were like kind of like the throwback outfits, especially like the the trunks being on the outside, all that stuff. That's like very like vintage Superman. So I can understand why they didn't do like the whole muscle suit thing. And honestly, like the whole like super muscly looking dude is like, I don't know, like it's kind of overdone at this point. You know what I mean? Like that's, I don't know if it's believable for like a lot of people, especially for me, like being older. Like everybody doesn't have to be jacked in a movie. You know, like the way that his physique looked in the movie didn't like really take away from like his believability as Superman. So I still enjoyed it. I mean, even Hot Girl, she was fucking tiny, and I think in the comics she's like a lot taller.
Yeah, she's like the same height as Jon Stewart, but the actress herself, she's hella small.
Yeah, she's small.
And she's Latina, which is gonna make MAGA mad.
Pluses, I thought that honestly, Guy Gardner, which is like everybody was making fun of his haircut in the trailers, was like, that's the way he's supposed to look, like with that stupid ass bowl haircut. Honestly, I thought he was like one of the more, and even Mr. Terrific, like his outfit too, were like very comic accurate, especially like his jacket and all that shit, and his T-spheres and all that. Like there was like very comic accurate things, but we're at a kind of like an inflection point. It was probably like a long time ago, where like most people that enjoy these movies now never picked up and read a comic book. So they don't know of like all this like deep, rich history of like all these outfits and like all these Easter eggs and all this stuff. They just, they want to see like an action movie, which it's cool, I guess. But I hope that at some point in time that some of these people, they go and like start reading comics or like get their kids into reading comics. Because honestly, like reading comics is like one of the best ways to get your children to read and to actually become, good readers and to eventually graduate to chapter books. And keep it going. But if they don't go to chapter books, just reading alone, even if it's just comic books, that's good enough. Because there's like, I think it's like the average reading level in America is like 6th grade, which is like insane to me.
Damn.
But if you can start reading at whatever age, whatever you enjoy reading, read it. If you enjoy reading comics, I got fucking boxes of comics around me. And if your kids like reading comics, don't take it away, talk about it silly or anything like that. Like they're reading, like get them into it. Like you taking away that material for them to read, they're never going to try to expand their reading repertoire, So yeah, don't fuck your kids up or yourself. Read comics. Then if you can, start reading novels. And yeah, Dungeon Crawler Carl should be on your list. I'm just saying. I
remember
weird segue, but the webtoon drops tomorrow for Dungeon Crawler Carl. So yeah,
I can't wait. Yeah. I was gonna say that it's funny because like back in the day, like parents didn't want their kids to read comic books because like I think it was like some kind of religious thing. Like
they thought it was like the Satan or some shit. Yeah, just like just
Yeah,
like
it was like
D&D.
Satan, like, yeah. Even I mean, Harry Potter had that for a bit too, where parents were saying like, "Oh, they're teaching their kids magic. It's the devil's magic and stuff like that." Like,
I think that's why
your kids
J.K.
reading,
Rowling
it's
was like, "Fuck all those
imagination.
trans people," because she was like, "All right, I need to get the Christian vote. I need to get more Christians to read my
Yeah,
my heretical novels."
yeah. Oh, so there was something. I can't remember where I saw this at, but somebody had said like, if Superman's, I guess, so the way you gain muscle is by working out, right? You gotta lift like heavy stuff to build muscle mass, and you like eat properly, right? But like, I guess, I mean, Kryptonians, I guess, physique is different than humans. But if you look at it from a human standpoint, like Superman is so strong that like lifting up like a truck or a car wouldn't do anything for him. So he should not have muscles. Like he should have like, I guess, what is it called when you lose your muscle mass? Like when you,
Atrophy.
like actually when you go to space, yeah, atrophy.
Atrophy.
Like
Yeah.
he should have that because there's nothing around that can really, I guess, challenge his muscles because he's already so strong. So
But
I just thought that was kind of funny.
it is funny, but it also depends on like how he's absorbing the sun.
That's true too.
So yeah, because I mean, like with people, like the best way to build muscle is like protein, but obviously Superman, he has like a different biological mechanism that makes him absorb sunlight as his nutrients. So if his nutrients are like some cracked out fucking methed up protein, then yeah, I guess lifting like normal shit would like get him yoked, but it's all good. And some people like they gain muscle mass like way easier than other people. So
That's true.
yeah,
Everybody's different.
yeah. Like I mean, look at like most of like the like bodybuilders and like strongmen. They have genetic advantages that you probably don't. So yeah, but maybe you do. Lift some weights and find out.
I guess before we wrap it up, what's your guys' rating of the James Gunn Superman movie?
Oh, Ninja, go ahead.
I know I've been debating about this for a while. I would say an 8 out of 10 for me.
All
It
right.
hit a lot of stuff right for me. I like the whole new version of storytelling for Superman, but it didn't hit like all the bells and whistles. But it came pretty close. I mean, James Gunn did James Gunn the movie, but I expected that. I mean, every director has his signature, storytelling styles. And I expected that. Just like Zack Snyder, with his like super dark and ominous stuff, and J.J. Abrams with his lens flares. Like they all have their own thing. So I wasn't too tripped out about it. His was a little jarring, I think, because he does it twice, but I got over it. So it's not my favorite iteration of Superman, but I did like it a lot. So put it an 8 out of 10.
Cronus, what's your
I'm just gonna say
rating?
Falco Ninja it's my favorite. So whatever, man. I'm just kidding. Yeah, I give it an 8.5. It's my favorite. Right now, obviously, it just came out. I just watched it. Maybe I go back and watch like the old 1978 Superman movie with Christopher Reeves. But honestly, I've said on the podcast multiple times the latest iterations of Superman I didn't like. Like I thought that with the Schneider things, like it was just like the wrong color palette. It was too dark. It wasn't fun. Like it just seemed like totally out of character for Superman. And so I loved like this new. Right when I saw like the first previews or the first trailers of the Superman movie, and everything was bright, I was like, all right, like we're on the right track. Like Superman should give you fucking hope.
Darkness.
Yeah, not this darkness bullshit where like everybody's gonna fucking die. It's all emo and shit. Like I don't want to emo Superman. I need somebody that brings the world hope, and that's what you got in this movie. So mission accomplished. Thank you very much, James Gunn, and keep. I think it's a good start for a new DCU, which is good because the DC universe has like a lot of really good storylines that could be told. That honestly, Snyder did a poor job, in my opinion, of portraying. Like he fucked up like a lot of storylines, just like being too dark and like not making enough sense. Like Martha, like saving the show, like didn't make any fuck. That was stupid as fuck to me. And it was too dark again. It's a Superman movie, even though it's Superman and Batman, but like everything was like very Batman focused, which is probably great for Blue. But if you're a Superman fan, it's like why is everything so goddamn dark? Like it just I'm just happy that we have this movie. So James Gunn, I hope that he does like a couple more of these, and then he like just farms out the rest of these to like other directors. Like I look forward to seeing Supergirl, because when you get to see Kara in the movie, it's like, all right, like I want to see more of that. So I hope that they make like TV shows other than Peacemaker, who's like actually a cameo in the movie, which is great. So keep making DC live action shows, and I look forward to watching more. So that's all I got.
Oh, so by the way, Peacemaker season 2 is next month.
Nice.
Next month is Peacemaker season 2 with the Justice League is in the show. It's pretty funny. Or
It's the Justice Gang.
Justice Gang is
Justice Gang.
So did anybody catch who Maxwell Lord was in the movie?
I was like, he was only there for like a split second.
He's there for a split second, but
Yeah.
very noticeable person. And he's in Peacemaker as well. So
Isn't he the guy from what's the name from Guardian of the Galaxy that takes over Yondu?
yeah,
I guess the arrow thing.
that's James Gunn's brother. That's his brother.
Oh, brother.
So he's
I
a
didn't know that.
nepo baby, huh? All right.
Oh yeah. For me, for Superman, I mean, I'm gonna give it just a 5. Like it was. I mean, there was parts that were good, where like some of the fight scenes were pretty cool to see visually. I mean, I had a bunch of like issues with certain things. One like kind of was Captain America: Winter Soldier and Captain America: Civil War. It wasn't really a Superman movie because there were so many other characters in there that kind of stole the show away from Superman. But I mean, overall, like it was entertaining. Just wasn't my entertaining. I do like the darker, broodier Superman with the darker. No, not too much Batman versus Superman. Like that was just mid for me too, just because they just rushed everything. And once again, that wasn't a Superman movie. That was a Batman Superman movie. Like Henry Cavill was only Superman in one movie. And I like Man of Steel just because the whole like him taking flight for the first time was really cool. I know people say like, oh, why didn't he save like Papa Kent when the tornado hit? It's like his dad told him not to because he was trying to protect his identity, because if he would have saved him, the whole world would have found out about Clark Kent being an alien and all this other stuff.
You can do it pretty fast, though. I'm just saying.
I mean, yeah, technically, yeah, but like people don't know. I mean, because look what happened with the fat kid that he saved on the bus. Like eventually, that kind of came back later to bite him in the ass with the other Kryptonians showing up. But overall, just a 5. Like I felt that they missed on a lot of stuff that would keep me entertained, but at the end of the day, I hope there's more that comes. Like the fact that Lex knew how to get to the Fortress of Solitude and be able to hack this stuff. Like I hope that we might learn that Brainiac is behind a lot of this stuff too.
Well, no, I mean he said it in the movie how he did that.
Well, yeah, he. But like, how did he know that the DNA was going to allow him to get into the thing? And like, how was
because he knew where he got it from.
Yeah, he got it from a direct source.
Yeah.
So, and remember, Lex is a smart person.
But this is like alien technology. Like, how was he able to like hack it?
Because he
wasn't hacking.
To get into it, he literally had his DNA. Like I don't want to spoil it, but you know what I'm talking about. Like the person is.
Yeah,
like
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, and the hacking thing was like it's the not Mercy character. Yeah, the engineer. Yeah.
Yeah, that didn't play with me either. But whatever. But yeah, that's it for me. That's my bombing on Superman.
It's all good.
And then the after credit scene, I was expecting to see Batman, which I was really mad about.
Well, I mean that's ridiculous. Like you can't do that. That'd be like Iron Man permanently showing in a Spider-Man movie. I'm just saying.
God dang.
Then you can hate on it because that's what I did. Because fuck Iron Man. All right. There's a whole bunch of like, Trump stuff that I don't know if I want to talk about. I will talk about something. Did I tell you guys about Sessions? Down here?
No.
There's a place.
Maybe very briefly.
Okay, so there's a place that is the next city north of me called National City, and they opened up like the first weed lounge in at least in California, maybe all of like the United States. So basically, this place is it's a cannabis dispensary. So you can buy cannabis there, and it's like their selection is pretty impressive. And then they have like a top floor where you can go up there, and they serve food and like they don't have alcoholic drinks, but they do have cannabis drinks. So it's all like infused with cannabis drinks. And honestly, it was pretty fucking dope. Like I went there and I had a really good time. So if you're in SoCal and you're into like cannabis at all, and you don't have a job where you get drug tested, then hit up Sessions by the Bay. It overlooks part of the San Diego Bay. It's right on. It's like off of 5, and I forget like the street that it's off of. But look it up. You can Google it. The food was okay. The only thing that sucked is because they didn't get a license to like actually make food in their restaurant. So there's a restaurant next to Sessions that makes food, and so they have to like literally like take food from that place and like bring it, across not across the street, but like across like the parking lot and then upstairs to get to you, which kind of sucks, but it is what it is. Like you're getting high, so time has a weird feeling to you, so you should be fine. But yeah, it's very well done. Like the decor and all that stuff is cool. The staff is knowledgeable. The location is great. So I hope to see like more lounges like this pop up throughout California and the rest of the United States where cannabis is legal. So yeah, if you guys are down here, like, we can hit it up if you guys can. So yeah.
Well, I was gonna say that it kind of reminds me, think of Aloni Cigar, how like they didn't
Yes.
serve food, but like they got food from next door.
Yeah.
But yeah, this place sounds pretty dope. Just to be able to, it makes you think of well, I guess in Amsterdam, like you can smoke weed, but like there's certain like coffee shops where you can do that, and that sounds pretty cool.
Yeah. What's cool is like they had like this they have like the coolest fucking ashtray I've ever seen in my entire life. It's like this like little sphere, and like you press like this little like it's not a button, but it's like a little like lever, and it like unfolds like the sphere to like be like this little ashtray. And then when you like fold it back up, it like dumps your ashes into like the sphere thing. And it's just like very tasteful and cool looking, and like all their decor is like really cool. So if like I said, if you're into weed and you're down here, hit it up. If you're gonna be down here for SDCC, it is not. You can take an Uber to get there, which honestly you should. Don't fucking smoke weed and drive. I'm just saying. I had a driver when I went, so yeah.
Sounds pretty cool. Dude, it's been a while since I've partaked. I want to say probably Thor's wedding, maybe.
Oh wow, that's been a minute. Yeah, hot minute because he's about to have a baby, or not him, but
Sure.
his wife.
Well, you never know. No.
In this society, I'm just kidding. You know what's funny is I don't think I've ever met his wife.
Oh, interesting. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you moved when before he had the bachelor party, so.
Yeah. Well, no. He had
Wait,
the
no.
bachelor. Yeah, I did move, but I came out for like we went to Austin. That's where I broke my foot.
Yeah, but we went. Yeah, we were in Austin, but we didn't go to what's the name? But I don't. They weren't together for my wedding.
Yeah.
Because it was just him. I think he had already separate. No, him and his ex was still together at my wedding, but she didn't come. Which I don't know why. Oh, I know why, because I was personal.
Oh, sorry. Brandon in the podcast, give me 1 second. He was asking me about how was the infused drink? He's had hit and miss instances. So I will tell you this from like a beer enthusiast, even though I don't drink a lot of beer right now because I try to keep my figure. I'm just saying. But there was a cannabis infused drink at Sessions by the Bay that was from 21st Amendment. And it was Hella High Watermelon, but it's called like, it wasn't called Hella High Watermelon. It was called something else, but it was basically Hella High Watermelon, but without the beer. It was like it was an infused drink, and it was pretty good.
That.
Huh?
I do remember that.
Yeah, I sent it to you guys when I was like out there, and it was really nice. It was called Hella High. That's what it's called. It's Hella High. And it's 10 milligrams of THC, which for me is like fantastic. But yeah, they were pretty good. So and they had Lagunitas. They had an infused drink there as well. Like there's like a couple of breweries that had like infused cannabis drinks that were there. So if you just want to like drink there, they don't have alcohol, but they do have cannabis infused drinks. So and you can get like the normal cannabis stuff if you want to get higher faster because um, eating or drinking cannabis takes a little bit longer to get high. So yeah.
I learned that mistake the hard way.
Yeah, don't double dip. I'm just saying. If you're
Yeah.
like, oh, I'm not getting
You gotta
high.
wait.
It's been like 30 minutes, and then you take another thing, and then all of a sudden you're in like 3 universes over,
That was like in Wolf of Wall Street. Just watched that the other day.
Yeah.
They're doing Quaaludes, they didn't kick in, so they end up doing half the bottle, still complaining, and all of a sudden, you fall off that cliff. Wild stuff.
Brandon also said for Blue to partake in the rewatch Superman. Maybe then you'll get it.
I'll wait till it gets bootlegged.
You're the same
I
now,
want to give him
Sater.
my money again.
I'm pretty sure it's
No.
already bootleg.
I'm gonna call him Stink Meter from now on. I'm changing your name.
No, I'm gonna be like
Man.
fucking. I'm gonna be like Kendrick Lamar. Like I hate the way you fly. I hate the way you
Damn.
fight.
Yeah.
I hate the way you tell stories about yourself.
Damn.
All right.
Oh,
Go ahead.
so I got to talk about something that's not on the list, but it was a huge. It's been catching huge traction. So I don't know if y'all saw this, but Mattel is trying to open up Uno social clubs in Vegas. There's one opening.
It's already open. Yeah, at
I
least
thought
one.
open
Well,
in
that
2
was-
days.
I thought that was fake.
No, it's
No.
real. One is definitely open. It's like maybe it was a
Yeah.
soft opening, but I've seen like the pictures of it inside. So,
Yeah, I think the official opening is the 18th, which is in 2 days. So
No, I heard
it
that was
is-
AI.
So it's not a casino game. You can't bet. It is supposed to be what did they call it? A themed immersive experience within a hotel suite. So if you win, apparently you get a free stay, and it's taking place at the Palms. They already have plans to open up in major cities. There's actually going to be 2 in California, LA, and San Diego. Will open up within the next few months, apparently. So it's like playing Uno at like a fancy spot, I guess.
they're definitely
So-
gonna make it into like a gambling thing. I mean, come on.
It's
Yeah, I know, but it's.
And then
just
could
funny.
you could you imagine like as you're getting like skipped over, like just like sharpening the
Ugh.
knife underneath the table, just like stab these motherfuckers, like because you have like all your rent on the bet,
But
or your mortgage, whatever.
you're playing for a free hotel night or weekend actually. So this one says if you win, you can stay from the 18th to the 20th
Hmm.
at
You
the
know-
Palms. So,
It'll be funny. So sorry, because they're gonna make a American version of Squid Games. If they don't have Uno in there, like,
Who knows?
what are you doing, bro?
Oh my God, there's
They're
gonna be.
it's all about-
That's a really good thing of like what would they have on like the American version of Squid Game? Like what is our like kids game? Like we got Double Dutch, we got Foursquare, we got
Hopscotch.
Dodgeball.
Dodgeball. They
We
they
got,
might do red. They're gonna do red light, green light because like
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
yeah.
another one. Yeah.
Well, there's also Jacks, like, because that's one of the games they played in the recent
Yeah.
Oh, the
series
mar-
where they
the
had like the
marbles?
little
Yeah.
yeah.
marbles.
Oh, they need to
Ah,
play
they-
spades. That'd be funny.
Some parts of America. Yeah.
That'd
It's
be
funny-
kind of cool just to take every game that they have in the Squid Games and it's like, what's the American equivalent of that?
Yeah. That would be interesting.
Yeah.
I
So,
think there should be one called being in school and there's like a fucking active shooter.
Damn.
that
an
might-
active shooter drill. Yeah, that's
Ooh,
dark.
damn.
Thanks, Blue.
That's super dark.
Hey, it's America, which is sad because
I mean, it's true. That's a way to eliminate players too, real quick.
You know what's crazy? It's like one of my, well, not crazy. It's like one of my coworkers who I've worked with for like the past at least 14 years, maybe 15 years, because like I hit my 15-year mark at where I work like this year, and like
goddamn, pretty good.
in what is this? This is the 7th month. So in 2 months, yeah, in 2 months I hit my 15-year mark. Anyway, this guy, I know he's gonna retire soon, and he's gonna move to the Philippines. I was like, all right, like that's pretty cool. Like getting the fuck out of here, because I don't like if I retire, I don't know if I want to live in America anymore. Like, because like my money will go so much further in a different country. So, yeah, I had to sit down and think about that. What country would you want to move to? What about you guys? Oh, Ninja, if you had to live somewhere other than the United States, where would you want to live?
Either Australia or Singapore.
Those are I've been to both those places.
Did
All
ev-
right, all right.
I've not been to
Dude,
either.
everything in
of
Australia
them,
wants to kill you though.
Yeah, that's
not
the only thing.
not everything. The women
yeah,
are they are quite thirsty. I will tell
Yeah.
you this from personal
Oh
experience.
yeah.
So I will say I know someone that's been to Singapore a few times in the last 2 years, and they say it's pretty chill there. It's very clean.
Very clean.
So, and they speak English there. So there you go.
Yeah.
I mean, they also speak Singaporean and I think Mandarin and I think Cantonese as well. But still,
I don't know if Singaporean is a language. Is it?
is it not?
I don't think it is. I think it's a
I could
nationality.
swear Singaporean is one of their. Maybe it's just.
I could be wrong because I was in America and I went there and I was like, hello. And they were like, hello back. And I was like, all right, we can communicate.
Yeah, what else did it?
But yeah.
For me, my Chinese spies got me just drooling to move to China because it just seems like they're already in the future there. But I think if it was just me, it would be probably China and Japan, just because Japan is pretty cool. They have I'm a big anime fan and stuff like that. But I know culturally they're not too accepting of how do you say it? I can't remember how to say foreigner in
gaijin?
Japanese. Yeah, daijin.
You're frozen, by the
but
way.
it's also-
Like your video froze.
Yeah, I'm having an issue with my camera right now. But I saw that New Zealand had like a really good
New Zealand?
Yeah, New Zealand had like a really good like home life balance for that country. And I've heard some pretty good things about New Zealand, even though I don't know very much about it, but I don't know. It seems like it could be cool to live somewhere that I don't know anything about.
Gotcha. I think for me, I would probably want to go. I need to go to Barbados.
No.
Yeah, no. Honestly, that's on the list. Is Africa, because I know some places like Ghana, they have like special programs for repatriation. So, like you can get land over back in certain parts of Africa, for cheap or for free. And then also like Barbados, so that's like probably one of my closest ancestries, because like my grandfather was born in Barbados. He's Barbadian, and I've never been to Barbados. Like I've been to like other Caribbean countries, but not Barbados. So I want to go someday and see how I like it. Also, Rihanna's from there, but she's taken apparently by some guy. So
Doesn't
She's
she have,
pregnant
like-
again.
Yeah, I'm about to say she's about to have another kid.
Yeah.
yeah, not my
She's
kid. So
never
I
not
don't give a fuck. Yeah, whatever. I'm pretty sure I could I'm pretty sure I could win in a fight hand to hand with A$AP Rocky. So I'm just saying.
You know,
But also, I don't want to raise
learned,
3 kids that aren't mine. So there you go.
something I learned recently is that I guess A$AP Rocky is that the A$AP isn't his I guess that's the name of the group he was in. I didn't know that. I didn't know he was in a group. Like the group was called A$AP, and then he was just Rocky. So there's like A$AP. I can't think of it.
Like Ferg? A$AP Ferg is one of
cast
them, right?
members.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah, but I didn't know that
Let's
it was,
Google
that
it.
was like the name of the groups. Yeah, but I kind of rewind the tape on me. I actually would. So every time I go out, like especially like I'm in Vegas or like different states, I always run into people who are Ethiopian, and they always say
Yes.
like, "Oh, hey, yeah, you look like you're Ethiopian."
I
like,
have
blah,
told
blah,
you this when we were like younger.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, you told me this too, and I guess back in the day, like that was an insult, like considered to be Ethiopian because they always had in the eyes of a stranger, they always had like those infomercials where like they're starving kids and they're like super skinny with flies flying around their heads and stuff like that. But I think I wouldn't mind wanting to live there because I've seen pictures and videos of the country and it's beautiful.
I have.
Like, it's not what they say it is.
No, it is not. I've been to Ethiopia, and when I was there, it was like a whole bunch of Beyoncés running around. America has lied about Ethiopia. Like, it's nice. I need to like stay there for like more than just like, I guess 10 hours. I need to like spend some like time there. It's on the list. But when I was there, everybody was like super nice. The ladies were fine, and it didn't seem like a third world country. It's because it's not a third world country. It's like a really nice place. It's also where like if you're Christian, that's like where like deep roots of like the Bible and all that shit goes. So like learn your own shit, I guess.
One other thing is that like I did the whole 23andMe, but my bloodline doesn't come from there, which I thought was interesting.
Are you Eritrean?
I have to go back and look and see what my thing is, but like, yeah, I'm not. I'm more of West Africa, African. I got to look again. I can't. It's been a while since I looked at my 23andMe, but like, yeah, like none of my blood trace back to there. But
You said East African or West African?
let me look at them. I gotta go back and look. I can't remember, but because
like,
Ethiopia is on the west side or east side.
It's on the east side, but like Eritrea was like it's like the next country north of Ethiopia, and they look very much. I always confuse like people from Eritrea, from Ethiopians, because like they look similar to me, and also like Djibouti is like right next door too. So, but Djiboutians don't look the same as like Eritreans or Ethiopians. So, anyway,
that's such a very interesting question to ask.
Yeah, I've been around, but yeah,
America is.
Why don't I say
not very America?
Yeah, I think if you're a person of color in America right now, if you haven't thought about like leaving America, maybe you should, because like I don't know, like.
And Canada might be on that list too.
I don't want to be depressing, but yeah, it's like this place is like what they're doing with people of color. They're rounding up pretty much all brown people. If you look anything close to Mexican at this point in time, they're just gonna like spirit you away to like someplace. It could be Africa. It could be somewhere else in the Middle East. It could be in El Salvador. They're just doing like really fucked up shit, and I don't want that shit to happen to me, because if you try to snatch me up, like that's gonna be a problem. So, yeah, and we're just a few shades away, and they never liked us anyway. Anyway, can we talk about something like more like not depressing?
I mean,
as we close this out, sorry.
You keep dancing around it, but we're gonna end up hitting it eventually.
Well, no. Tonight I don't want to talk about it. Like we talk about something more fun, please. I don't want to talk about. I don't want to talk about Trump. I really don't.
There's something I wanted to bring up.
Is anybody watching? Oh, I know what to bring up. So I put it on the list. I didn't bring this up last week. This is gaming related. We kind of briefly talked about the massive layoffs at Microsoft, where they laid off 9,000 people. But there's a couple of projects as well that were actually there's a lot of projects with the layoffs that got killed. One of them was Perfect Dark. Perfect Dark, the reboot or next gen sequel, was in development. They had some stuff running. I knew that they were having some production issues. They had to bring in other studios to help out, but they killed that whole project, all done. And they listed online what they were working on, how far they got. I mean, it looked interesting. I was definitely curious, but I'm actually kind of sad that I will not get a new Perfect Dark. I was really looking forward to this game. And then there's just like, I was like, it looked like the intro of the game, and like there was a lot more they had planned, and just couldn't do it. Also on the flip side, on the Sony side, the big next iteration from Bungie got canceled indefinitely. So Marathon is delayed indefinitely. That was the new huge game that's supposed to come out later this year, completely off the board, just wiped out. I was and it was like literally days after they showed a like state of play with like actual gameplay from this thing.
So, just to rewind a little bit, you were talking about the layoffs. So I work for one of the largest IT companies in the world, and some folks on my team just got they're my team, sort of like we're in like kind of like a big team, but like my team is a little bit smaller. Anyway, they're still like my technical team. Folks I let go, on like they call them like WFRs, the workforce reductions, which is like a shitty way of just saying like layoffs. And it's always like a surprise. It's just like I get all nervous like now when this, because it happens, like you never know, like what if I'm on the list? What if I get laid off? Like that's my income's gone. And I don't want to live in like that sort of like, it's not a perpetual fear, but it's like every now and again when it gets brought up of like, hey, somebody that you knew that was cool with you, that you thought was a good worker, that I know is a good worker, and they got laid off, and it's just like it's pretty shitty. And they're not backfilling positions, which is fucking weird. So I guess I need to see like the writing on the wall, and I guess it might be time to move on from like where I'm
Yeah.
at. It's been a while coming, but I've been pretty comfortable. I work from home like 4 days a week. I've worked from home since before it was cool, but um, that might need to come to an end if I want to like keep existing in my current lifestyle. So yeah.
Damn. Okay. I didn't know it was coming to that dire, but
It's been like that for a while, but like recently, like literally, like it was like I think it was like yesterday or the day before. Like it was like a Monday. That like there was a like wave of WFRs on a Monday, and I was like, damn, it was like folks that I knew,
hmm.
I mean, I thought I knew they didn't die. I still know them. They're alive.
They're
Sorry.
just like not. They're just,
Yeah.
their positions are no longer.
Yeah, but I mean, there was
Required.
this. The only solace that I have is like they were kind of like older folks, and it's just like
Hmm.
I guess, but I don't. I don't. I feel shitty about like feeling good that it's not somebody my age. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
Because there's like guys that at my job that they've worked at a subsidiary or the actual company that I work for longer than I've been alive, and
Damn,
I am not young. So yeah,
that's a long time.
it is. Hold on.
That's a long
There's a
time.
question
Question.
from Brandon. I'm just gonna read it the whole thing, I guess, because I'm having a problem reading right now. But it says, "Black and Black times infinity. I think that's the best and most prudent mindset." Oh, I don't know what he's talking about. Oh, what I was just talking about. Okay,
No.
the best and prudent mindset to have, especially in the arenas that have had such a decline in youth. Okay, yeah, obviously I agree because I said it. So yeah. In America, it's been like really weird with like the declining birth rates, the declining workforce, and it's all just kind of covered up with like sort of some statistics. But if you're good at statistics, like you can make anything seem like it's in your favor. So,
Mm-hmm.
to be honest with you, and I think that America, we're on like a cusp of like what could be a disaster. We just need somebody to like that's not our current president. I don't want him to die. I just want to be clear. I just want somebody else to like do that job.
Oh, someone out of office. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah. I want somebody
been
else that's
long.
like better equipped that actually I want somebody with empathy. Is that too hard to ask? Somebody with actual empathy to be our president. That's all I ask for.
But
Yeah.
a lot of these old guys, they don't have that though. So, just weird. Actually, it's not that weird. I feel like it's on bar for people that are like over 60.
I mean, yes, but also, I mean, no. Like, there's people in their 60s that have empathy. I think it's just like we look at the wrong ones. I mean, like, look at like Robert Reich. I think it's like his name's James Galloway. He's another really good one. There are some folks out there that have like that are of that age that still have like actual empathy and care about people. But here in America, like people really raise up the folks that are just like assholes, that are just like win at any cost, profits over everything. And I don't think that that's going to continue to raise up our society for like much longer. So yeah, I hope we can like fix that shit.
Yeah, and here you go. You don't want to talk about this dude.
I didn't say his name.
It's true. This is true.
Yeah.
Oh shit! Another thing. There's some big drops today. I don't know if you saw any of them. There's some big ass
tell me.
drops. So, I posted this to our Facebook page. There's a just like shit. What's it called? What's the Far Cry is a Dragon Blood or whatever?
Oh my god!
Blood Dragon.
Yeah, Blood Dragon. Yeah. Oh my god, I love that
Blood
shit.
Dragon. So
Yeah.
they basically did a Blood Dragon trailer for Mortal Kombat 2.
I did
featuring
watch
Johnny
that with
Cage.
Johnny Cage. Yes, I
That
watched
shit was
that. Yeah.
hilarious. I was like, dude, this is fucking. So you see Carl Urban promoting like all
Yeah.
these movies that he's supposed or Johnny Cage has been in, and it looks like they dropped the release date for Mortal Kombat 2 in that trailer.
Well, it's the Johnny
But-
Cage Unleashed thing, but yeah, I'm pretty sure it's going to be Mortal Kombat 2.
That was shit was super 80s infused.
But also, this is just like we talk about it. Me and mostly Prodigy, we talk about how cool Blood Dragon was. So Far Cry 3 is one of the most underrated video games of all time. Blood Dragon specifically, if you're like a person that was born between like, I don't know, like 1975 and like 1985, that's a good 10-year gap. You can enjoy like 80s movies and like 90s action movies and all that shit. There's a game called Blood Dragon, which is like a DLC to Far Cry 3. It's like the most amazing thing ever. Like seriously, if you can go back and play Blood Dragon, you will have fun. If you don't, I don't know what to tell you. I mean, you're probably fucking lame. I'm just saying. I was gonna say come fight me, but I mean, you might be a gun or something. I can't armbar a bullet, so yeah.
Oh bad.
But I
You
can sort of
Superman?
fight.
No.
Yeah.
Are you not
Yeah,
Bruce
but-
Leroy? Can't catching bullets
In
with
my
your
teeth. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, the whole Johnny Cage, it literally felt like a full-on movie, even though it's supposed to be for Mortal Kombat. They don't mention Mortal Kombat, but it looked like a super 80s, like it almost looked like a spin-off trailer for
Yeah,
Mortal
it's-
Kombat. I'm like, dude,
I
This is
saw
actually
that.
pretty
I
awesome.
wasn't sure if it was real or not. I mean, obviously it seemed like it was fake, but I was like, wait, are they gonna really make a Johnny Cage movie? Because I know there's kind of rumor mill of them doing that, but I don't know. Once again, I didn't like the Mortal Kombat movie either.
The recent one?
Yeah, the HBO one or
yeah, the one
yeah,
in
it was HBO,
2020,
right? Yeah.
no, in 2020 or
think I had it.
2021.
Blue is
I know
like
it was
losing
really
more and more credibility with me. He didn't like Superman, didn't like Mortal Kombat. I'm just saying.
I mean, Mortal
Yeah.
Kombat got a sequel, so it's out this year. It's out later this year. It looks like it might be out in October.
Blue, do you even like
Uh,
cocaine? I mean, what's going on here?
God dang. God dang. Do you like
This is a running
cookies,
joke.
too?
Like we don't do cocaine on the pod. Even though I'm not judging you, but I'm just saying
That's
I
wild
don't
shit.
personally do coke.
Crazy stuff. And then the other big drop. Well, everyone's been waiting for this one because I wasn't sure. I thought it was a teaser, but it looked like it was two like drops. It was the trailer for the final season of Stranger Things. So Stranger Things.
Yes, where
season
like the
5.
cast is all like
Wait, wait.
35 years old.
You gotta put it. You got quotation marks. The
I mean, like,
final.
yeah, because Millie Bobby Brown is like she's a woman at this point, and like skeptical
She had a
Negro,
baby.
he can grow a fucking beard.
She had a
It's
baby
like
now.
what the fuck?
I
Yeah.
think Skeptical Negro should play Miles Morales.
He should honestly. I need to see if we can get Skeptical Negro on the podcast. I would love to talk to that guy
That'd be awesome.
and just tell him
But yeah, I
why,
think-
why I call him Skeptical Negro.
Dude, Millie Bobby Brown just like had a baby, I think.
No,
No,
no.
I think she's engaged.
Let me
Pretty sure
see.
she's engaged.
Well, I'm
but,
sorry. I'm saying no. Like I don't think so. If she has a baby, I don't really fucking care. But I don't think she has.
Yeah, I don't think she has a kid. I know she just got engaged though.
Hmm.
So,
It says Millie Bobby Brown and Jack such and such recently welcomed a newborn member to their family, but it's not a human baby.
Oh, there we go.
uh,
The baby's
was a
from the upside
donkey.
down. It's a
It was a baby-
It's a demigorgon.
and
baby Morgan.
that'd be terrible. That's terrible. Oh, jeez. So I watched the trailer, but it looks like there's a clip on top of it. There's like a clip with Joyce and some of the kids. So I was like, oh, this has my attention. So, and it's out later this year as well. So I'm like, okay, so we're making some progress this year. So it was weird because I'm thinking the same thing about Kronos. Like the kids are older, it's gonna be kind of weird. But then
I mean,
after
they're older,
watching
but
the trailer,
like, can we be clear here? They're so much fucking older. They're
Yeah.
like they're in their mid to late 20s at this
Dude.
point.
I want to say mid
Yeah.
20s.
When the first season of Stranger Things drop is when we did the Warrior, or not the Warrior Dash, the Spartan race in Tahoe. Because I remember after we were done, we came back home and we watched like the first couple of
Oh
episodes.
wow, yeah, that was
Like,
that was
that's
2016.
the-
That was
yeah, it's
9
been
years
like
ago.
it's
Yeah.
almost it's been 9 years, but it's close to 10. Like that's
Yeah.
if they were kids then, they're adults now. Like they have
Oh,
to be like
100%.
5 to be still considered kids.
But after watching the trailer, I was right back to with it. I was like, okay, this has my attention. I mean,
I
my
gotta
Netflix subscription's up, so
I gotta say I miss
Yeah.
like living up in the Bay when I used to have we used to have like watch parties. Like we would
Mhm.
people would hang out at me and Prodigy's house, and we would like all hang out and like have like dinner, have some drinks, like watch like a show. It was
Choking
like
fools out.
what's up?
I said choking people out.
yeah, that did occur.
Cowboy Mike.
Cowboy Mike, yeah,
there for that.
I choked him out. But then also, fuck, what is his name on the podcast?
Cowboy
Mm.
Mike.
No, his name was Lamar. I forget his name on the
Oh,
podcast.
Cake Man.
Oh,
Cake
Luke
Man. There we
Cage?
go. Cake Man. He got me
Oh,
once at a
his-
party. He got me in an Americana, like when I was first learning jiu-jitsu, and he caught me at a Halloween party.
But also the reason why we call him Cake Man is because he used to make like a Midori cake.
Yes,
That was
fantastic. Yeah,
Dude. And he said it was like it wasn't easy to make, and he slaved over it. And I remember he took
Oh.
great care in putting it down. And as soon
There's-
as you put it down, 6 people almost took more than like 3/4 of the cake, just when he took the
Dude.
lid off.
so there was like epic things about those parties. Like there was Cake Man had his legendary Midori cake. Freaking Grace, who I saw recently randomly at the fucking county fair, she would bring that giant goddamn like 100 slice pizza that she would never tell people where she got it from. She would always bring that to the party.
yeah. But she could also cook. That was like super weird too. When she was like, "Oh yeah, I'll make some lumpia," because she like lost some bet, and then she like
Oh,
brought
yeah,
like
I
so
remember
much fucking
Right.
lumpia that she made by like
And she
herself.
bought-
It was
Yeah.
fucking good though. I'm just saying.
Yeah, Lumpia's good.
So
Lumpia's
good.
I think everybody brought something interesting to at least for the epic food nights, but like I don't know, just the whole vibe of everything. Because even was even crazy to that like the Sweetness and I like we kind of really started flirting at one of Cronus's parties. It was one of the Halloween parties,
Yeah,
and
they were epic back in the day.
Yeah, they were super epic back then. But I remember this one time, like I think we were barbecuing at your place, and the kids were just playing in the backyard, and I had told the kids because there used to have like this giant fucking avocado tree that just there was avocados all over the ground.
Yeah,
And I told the kids, whoever can pick the most amount of avocados in like a minute, I give them $1. Dude, these kids picked up so many avocados for a freaking $1. Like, I mean, technically it was kind of child labor, but
whatever.
dollar-
This is
$1
America.
Yeah, $1 went a long way.
That's
Well, it
all
looks like
bad.
America wants to bring that back.
Yeah.
All bad. So I mean, I'm excited for Stranger Things. I'm invested. I
I
mean,
haven't
it's the
seen the
final
trailer. I gotta
season.
look it up.
What's up? You
I haven't seen the trailer yet, but it
It looks
looks
pretty. It brought me right back. I'm like, damn, forgot how good I like this fucking show. Like,
Yeah, it's so good. Like if honestly, if you're born in like, I don't want to say if you're born in the '80s. This is what bothers me, is that when folks say that they're '80s babies, I'm just like, so for me,
Right.
I say that I'm a '90s baby, but I was born in '79, because like I remember things like, but I wasn't
Yeah.
a baby in '90s either. Like I was, I guess I was an '80s baby, because like when I was a baby in the '80s, and so when folks now they say they're like, oh, I'm like a whatever baby, but it's like, you don't know shit from like that era. So if you say that you're like a '90s baby, I guess maybe it's my own fucked up like thinking of this. But if you don't remember like shit from that era, then like you don't really.
Yeah. I definitely remember the 80s.
Yeah, I
More
remember
than
the
I
'80s, I
remember,
remember the
like, the
'90s, all that
70s.
shit. The '70s, yeah, I was like one, but yeah,
You know what's crazy? Somebody, I saw this recently on TikTok. They said like, for your birthday, you don't celebrate turning one. You celebrate surviving a year.
yeah.
So, like, when you turn
especially back
two-
then.
Yeah, you celebrate surviving like your second year. Like you're not celebrating turning two. Like you're about to like go into your second year. No, you're your birthday represent like you surviving. And it's interesting too because like in other countries, when you're born, you're one. Like they start at one when you're born. I think in Korea they do that, where when you're born you're one. And it just kind of builds up
Well,
from
'cause,
there.
I mean, technically, you already been like around for what 8 months? At least
9
8 months.
months?
Yeah, at least 8 months. Hopefully, if not
Yeah.
9. Yeah. Which is like that's almost a
Until
year.
then.
So yeah.
Kind of taking the wheel here for a little bit. I haven't watched the series yet, but it's been like exploding everywhere I go, like on TikTok and Instagram and all that stuff. But that one Korean Korean anime on Netflix called like the Korean Pop Demon Slayer.
Oh
or
my
something
god,
like
I've
that.
watched that. K-pop Demon Hunters.
Yeah, K-pop Demon Hunter.
Oh my god, I fucking loved
the
it.
Soundtrack is like blowing up.
Yeah.
The music. I mean, I listened to the soundtrack, or at least one of the songs from the series, and I'm like, yo, this is good. This is really fucking good. And I want to check out the series.
Golden. Golden's a really good song.
Yeah. But I haven't had a chance to check out the series. But
it's not a series. It's a movie.
Or it's a movie. Yeah, it's a movie.
Yeah.
What's your take on it?
The movie's fantastic. It's like one of those movies where it's like a lot of culture references to like Korea. So which is great because I love like anytime somebody can like break down a culture when it's like fun, it's like more entertaining. And this movie did a really good job. And if you're into K-pop like at all, even if you're not into K-pop, if you're into like 90s R&B and pop music, you're gonna love this movie because like what we all learn on the podcast is that K-pop music is like love letters to like the 90s era of like American music.
R&B and hip hop.
Yeah, and so like in this movie, you're gonna see like the same sort of thing. You're gonna see like a lot of like throwbacks to that era from the '90s, but it's like people that are born more recently, they don't know the '90s, So, but it's still entertaining. Yeah, like definitely watch that movie on Netflix. It's worth watching. Listen to the soundtrack. If you're into K-pop at all, you'll probably like the soundtrack. Like I said, Golden's really good. There's a couple other really good songs too. But yeah, my youngest daughter, she's into K-pop like a lot, and she watched it before I got a chance to watch it. I wanted to watch it with her first, but I didn't. I watched it with her like probably third, but it's all good.
Or third time around.
Yeah, and it's like it's in heavy rotation on her playlist. So yeah, I enjoyed it. It's great. Watch it.
That's cool. Yeah, like all the reviews I see for it is like really positive. Like but what's interesting, it's not anime. I mean, I guess it's K anime. Like I think we need to have like different anime genre. Like there's American anime, regular Japan anime.
Well, I think that's the weird thing. Is like when we say anime, we pretty much always mean like Japanese animation, right?
Yeah.
It's like animation that is like American. I think it's just like cartoons, but also there's like really good like Korean animated shows and like Chinese animated shows that are like they seem anime-ish, but it's only because like we're used to that style of Japanese animation. So
like for example, Boondocks, like that was anime style, but
well, I mean parts of it were, but to me that was like more. It was like a mix of animation styles, and one of them was anime, which is I don't know if you guys heard this story before. I'll say it again on the podcast. We had a really cool interaction with one of the directors from Naruto at I think it was it Fanime or I think it was at Crunchyroll Expo, and I think it was me and Prodigy. We got to sit down with one of the directors from Naruto. Shit, I forget which one it was. Was it
Shippuden?
Yeah, Shippuden. And it was like one of the final fight scenes with Naruto versus Sasuke. And also like back in the day, like Naruto versus Orochimaru and like blah 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 blah. If y'all have watched Boondocks, there's like certain fight scenes that are like literally ripped from anime.
Mm-hmm.
And so we got to sit down with one of the directors from Naruto Shippuden, and he didn't speak English, and so we had to have like a translator translate. Hey, like, did you know that like Naruto is like leaked into American pop culture? And the guy said no, and then like I pulled up I think it was Prodigy. He pulled up like a YouTube video like showing like one of the fight scenes from uh,
Docs.
Boondocks, and then also showing like the original footage, which is from Naruto, like the original Naruto. And he was like, "Oh my god!" Like he didn't know. He was like watching. He was like, "Oh,
Oh,
this
shit.
is like he was amazed. It's like almost scene for scene with like some of these shots. So like that was like super cool. But also, Japanese culture, like they rip from American culture too. So it's kind of like reciprocal kind of thing, which is kind of cool for me.
It's like what is it called? I can't get the term. Basically, where one feeds off the other, like one can't.
Oh, symbiotic
Yeah, it's like a symbiotic relationship.
Yeah,
or parasitic. Actually, no, parasitic is one way. But yeah, I missed the Boondocks. Boondocks would have had a field day the last fucking
Yeah,
10 years.
dude, like
Or
especially
5
like
years.
even like the R. Kelly trial, like not R. Kelly, yeah, R. Kelly, R. Kelly.
Well, they
Shit,
have
I
an
don't-
R. Kelly episode.
Well, no, so the R. Kelly one
The
was about the
Diddy
whole
stuff.
like
The
peeing
Diddy
on
stuff
people
they
stuff.
They had that in Boondocks. It's the Diddy stuff they didn't have.
Yeah, but
The
I don't
Diddy
think R.
stuff-
Kelly was arrested during Boondocks. I think that was like later on that we actually got R. Kelly arrested. And speaking of R. Kelly, I guess he got like OD overdose on some kind of medication or something like that.
I mean, listen. I mean, R. Kelly goes back to like old school fucking South Park. So like his whole allegations are like they're not new.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, the P Diddy thing would have been interesting to see on Boondocks. Fucking, I guess even like because Dick Ryan Obama is that song lived rent free in my head.
That shit was hella funny.
Like every time Fell into 47 mentioned Obama, I just think of Dick Ryan and Obama. But yeah, the Boondocks need to come back because we need that series. Like that animated
Unfortunately,
series.
Hey, if you
most of those actors are gone.
it's okay. Like,
yeah.
listen, if you're a creator of the Boondocks that listens to this podcast, which I seriously doubt, but if you want some help, like I'll get me out of this corporate gig that I'm doing right now, pay me like what I'm getting paid right now, and I'll help you write. I will help you do whatever. So
I do some voice
yeah.
work. I'll be grandpa.
Yeah, I can be additional voices,
No,
but I can do.
I can't
I'll
even do a
help out
voice.
too. I'll do some storyboarding, some animation.
I can almost some
you gotta do.
ideas. I
Actually,
probably
you
can
know
help
what?
with,
We're
like,
fucking this all up. We should just do our own thing.
oh yeah, right.
We
Like,
could.
what are we doing? We don't need the Boondock, even though they're cool, but we can do our own thing.
Mm-hmm.
It could be like 5 black guys in a white neighborhood.
Five black guys. Yeah.
That sounded.
Yeah.
That sounds like a page on Pornhub. I may want to redo that. It's all good.
Oh, Ninja.
What
All right.
else is-
That's where you're going. All right.
Well,
else is going
are we
on?
gonna wrap it? Because we're getting close to.
We should wrap. 'Cause
time,
I gotta get up in the morning. I'll say it off the air, but I've been up for a while.
Same
Oh
here.
shit,
Yeah.
not me. I took a nap.
I didn't
It's a
take
very
much.
nice
I had to
nap.
work today.
I wish. All right. Who's taking us out?
You are.
Sure.
Well, no,
All
let's
right.
around the table, around the house thingy.
Blue, what you got going on this weekend? What you jerking off to,
Ooh,
shit.
shit.
participating in, without getting
Um,
arrested?
I guess the Swedes have plans this weekend, so it's me and my kid kind of hanging out. I'm gonna try to hit up one of his like old friend from like his daycare just to see if they wanted to hang out, just because it's been I don't know a couple of months since he's seen these folks. But I gotta hit them up and see if they're down to do anything. Work, nothing new with work. I gotta check out that Korean pop Demon Slayer thingy.
It's pretty good. Like, seriously.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of something else I wanted to bring up on a podcast, but I can't remember what it was. Fuck. Last week I'm gonna call it Daddy's Day Off. Like I was like the sweetness, she watched our little one, and I got to like just go and do my thing. So I got to hang out with I hung out with Emily, who's she went to she did a Spartan race with us, and she kind of like
I know
tapped
what you're
out
talking about. Yeah.
1 mile in. She lives really close by now that we moved over to where we live at now. So I had brunch with her, had some mimosas, and then I went to go watch Superman with my friend B-Boy Ben. I'm gonna call him B-Boy Ben because he used to mix.
I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah, either one of my groomsmen. We saw Superman there, and dude, we went to Livermore. It was fucking hot. Like, goddamn. Like, you know how normally you go into a movie theater and it's like cold, and you probably should have. You're like,
Yeah,
oh,
that's
I
the way
should
it
have brought
should
my
be.
jacket.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it was fucking hot. I mean, maybe this might have made me not like Superman movie because I was fucking
You're
uncomfortable,
just
and
angry.
I was just angry the whole entire fucking time. But then I met up with actually no. So after that, I went and got a Medi Pedi. You know, it was
As one
a
does.
me fucking day, dude. It
Yeah.
was me fucking day. And I went. There's a place in Pleasanton called Mid 80, and it's a pretty cool bar. It's like I always thought it was like an 80s themed bar, but apparently it's not. I guess the mid 8s is like a James Bond reference, but I don't know. Anyways, I had a couple of old fashions there. But then I met up with Zor, and it's been a while since like I had like a cool conversation with his friend, like just chit chatting. We literally sat at this restaurant for 2 hours, just fucking talking, and it was very like relaxing to be able to do that.
So hold on.
But
I hate to cut you off, but I will be up in the Bay. My bike got done today. So I'm going to fly up to the Bay Area on probably like Monday next week, and I'll leave on Wednesday morning. So I'll have just a couple of days to hang out.
Okay.
we better hang out.
Yeah, we'll hang out. Yeah.
But no, after that, you know, I came back to the city where we live in, and I was just kind of seeing what the nightlife was. I was walking around to see what the nightlife was, looking to see what the nightlife was like here, and there's a sports bar
Give me a sec.
that had fucking line dancing, and I was like, oh, let me go poke my head in here and see like what's going on. Not a speck of pepper.
Wait, you mean like the place we went to when we hung out like a couple weeks ago?
Oh no, that was a town, but like
Yeah.
there's a place that Stitch and I went to before that, and there was not a speck of pepper in this goddamn line dancing thing, and I would have been down, like, you know, throwing a fucking cowboy hat, give me a couple of drinks, I'll do your fucking cowboy shuffle. But, like, I was like, wow. But like I walked around trying to find different bars that were open. There's a place called Faith and Spirit. We went to Faith and Spirit, and they had karaoke, which was pretty cool. But I mean, at the end of the day, I had a good time. I had fun. Came back home a little, like, about 11 o'clock because I was tired. I was out all fucking day. But yeah, I mean, it was a good way to kind of relieve stress. Like, not. I had to worry about like the missus or the kid. Like, I was just out having fun with friends, and that's something I didn't realize I needed, and it was great to have.
Cronus, what you got going on?
Oh, he walked away. What do you got going on?
God dang, I haven't even looked at my camera. Okay. I guess for me, Star Trek: Strange New World starts tomorrow or tonight at midnight, I guess. I think it might have already started. I think it was 9 o'clock Pacific time. So I'm watching that. I just finished Solar Opposites. It's been like months, but I finished Solar Opposites today. With the kind of thing that's fucked up, Rick and Morty is running right now, but it's not online yet because the season's not over. The only way to really watch is if you have a subscription to AdultSwim.com,
or if you have fucking cable,
or if you
TV.
Or if you have Hulu with live TV, then you can watch it. But I don't. So I gotta wait for Rick and Morty to be done before just the HBO Max and Hulu at the same time. Well, I guess we're gonna go see the sequel reboot to I Know You Did Last Summer because the Alamo Drafthouse opened up near me. So we haven't been to it. Yeah, we haven't been to the new one. There's two of them that actually opened up. We're going to one, I think, Saturday afternoon, I think. So we're going there. We're going to watch this, just see what it's like. Everyone wants to watch this crazy, not crazy, but it's just like nostalgic horror movie, I guess. Should be interesting. What else did I
Jennifer Love Hewitt is
because she got the Nelly Furtado treatment.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so, she just got older. That's all it means.
No, she got thicker. She got thick.
She got older. Like, she
got thick with the two C's. Um, what else was there? I think there was plans to go somewhere else, but I'm looking forward to hopefully running into Cronus this weekend. There might be some hiccups with me, but we shall see.
This weekend? What are
Um,
you talking about?
are you coming up next on Monday? Right? I'm sorry, Monday.
Yeah. And then
Yeah,
you're coming
Monday.
down here
The
next
like that
weekend.
weekend.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So there's some issues I got to work out, but it looks like it's still happening. So one way or another, we're gonna be hanging out within the next 2 weeks or next week. So yeah, I think that's kind of it for me.
All right, and
Cronus, what you got?
for me, it's been a very interesting like couple of weeks. Uh, I guess I'll talk about it probably, hopefully another couple of weeks. But things are looking good and bad, which is kind of weird. So it's kind of evening out. So, but it's still looking better than it did, especially like all of last year. So, looking forward to the future, and we will see how that goes. I'm gonna come up to the Bay for a couple of days, like literally like maybe 2. And my motorcycle is done. My VFR Interceptor that was at Blue's house like forever for like
Yeah.
2-3 fucking years.
Yeah.
They fixed it, and I'll come up there on a Monday night, and I'll ride it back down on a Wednesday morning next week. I'm looking forward to that. And then SDCC San Diego Comic Con is the weekend after that, and Old Ninja hopefully will come down here, and I'll be able to see him. I'll try to come down there during the day, and then like that Saturday, I won't have Riley for like most of the day, so I'll try to come out and hang out and like do some things outside of
For-
like Comic Con.
Yeah,
For your
it's gonna be
for your ride
wild.
down, from the Bay down to San Diego, I'm like, I kind of want to go with you, just kind of because I want to be your spot man, just in case some fucking shit happen. But like since it's during the middle of the week, it's a little bit harder to kind of figure out.
Yeah, no, this like the thing with like the place where I got it. I don't know how to say this, but it's taken a while. Luckily, like I wasn't in a rush to get my shit done. So if everything is done correctly, my bike works fine on the way down, and it's like feels good again. I'm not gonna complain at all about this place. But if something, if literally my bike doesn't make it all the way down back to me in SoCal, I will not give them favorable reviews because it's been at their shop for like probably like a month or like more than a
Yeah, it's
month.
been a while.
It's been a while.
Yeah.
Yeah. And luckily, like I said, I wasn't in a rush. I let them know, not in a rush, but also it should not take you a month to do like a little bit more than basic maintenance. So the only thing that they did to my bike that I couldn't do myself, or that I didn't want to do myself, is something that I added in is because I bought stainless steel braided brake and clutch lines, and I didn't want to do that myself. And I sent them the parts, and they did it for me, which took a little bit longer, but like still been a minute. So we will see.
That I wish I still had my Ninja, because like I'd have been like, okay, I'm taking a fucking day off.
I mean, you could always rent a bike.
The weekend.
We're definitely not going to 2-up on a bike. So
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. I thought that recently somebody like 2-up on a bike, and I was like, they were both dudes too, which was like, oh.
I have 2-up with a dude once, only because like I almost ran him over with my bike because he crashed in front of me, and so I had to like take him down the mountain. But yeah, it's always been like women that I've 2'd up with. So
yeah, one sack per bike. That's
my normal thing. Yeah, one nut sack per bike. That is my general. Like, don't get me wrong, unless it's like some kind of emergency, you know what I mean? If you need to ride, like, I get it, but like we're not gonna casually ride together, like it's just not gonna happen.
Yeah, I still have my M1 license. Like every year when I need to renew it, I also take the motorcycle thing too. So I always have my M1 and my C.
Well, yeah, I wish I could have given you more time. So then you could have like rode down here and like took a couple days, like hang out, and then flown up, but or rode back or whatever. But yeah, sorry, man.
It's a little hard with a kid. If I didn't have a kid, I'd be like, okay, I'll be there.
I know. Like for me, I have to literally put it on days when I normally work. Because I gotta get back by like, Wednesday, sort of like late mid-ish day, because like my kid, that's when I have her is that night. So I get it. Anyway, Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's all I got. Stuff's looking sort of good, sort of like I'm working some shit out. But it's definitely looking better than it was last year, and like for the most recent months, things are looking better. So yeah,
Really?
that's all I got. Old Ninja, please take us out of here before I like give too much away.
All right. You just experienced Black and Black Times Infinity,
Infinity.
the greatest podcast on the internet. Check us out anywhere and everywhere with BthanBTI. That's BthanBTI. Anywhere you consume your podcast, just know that every Wednesday, 8:30 Pacific ish time, we go live on YouTube and Twitch. That's for the people that are listening to us via audio only. You can watch us and join in on the conversation because we have chats in both platforms. You can jump in, be part of the chat. You can email us at BthanBTI@gmail.com. We have a Discord as well. You can email us and let us know you want to be a part of the server. Like I said, we're on most social media platforms. Then check out our official website, Ben had productions.squarespace.com/BthanBTI.
All right, we're out of this bitch. Blue's already left this bitch. He's
Blue
like,
did.
it's just
He
like
said he
empty
rode
room. All
Roadrunner
right,
out of there.
it's like whatever.
All right.